Rain Martin felt so confused at what was becoming with his dad and Dale. He felt he was between two, crushing rocks and wouldn't know whose side he'd take. Will he just let things as they are and let time take its course? Rain returned to his car. He was quiet with deep thoughts, which Ariane said nothing, respecting his silence. Ariane noticed that his driving was becoming fast, so Ariane touched his hand and gripped it tight.
And now that they're back at the office, Ariane couldn't help Rain's silence anymore. She approached him and asked, "Was there anything I could help you with, babe?"
Rainy suddenly flinched when he heard her said the word babe. Seemingly like a magic word to him, he realized he was lost in space. He stared at Ariane gently and smiled. "Thank God you're here now close by my side. Will you say that again?"
Ariane giggled and repeated, "Babe."
Rain Martin took her close to him, touched her face, wanting to kiss her.
I hope I've not disturbed you."
The lovers were startled. "What is it this time? Dale, don't you know how to knock?" Rainy said with annoyance.
"Well, sorry. Since I didn't see your secretary at her post, I thought both of you were working on something in your office. I didn't know you're doing something else," Dale said sarcastically.
"Are you implying something? You have no reason in putting your nose in my private life." "Dale," Range annoyingly said. "What do you want?"
Raymond, my secretary, had some questions about office procedures which only Ariane could shed clarification. Can she help?
"Of course, I can help. I'll see him now." And so Ariane returned to her post to see Raymond. Ariane and Raymond sat to work together. Ariane explained all communications in both offices are all confidential and must always pass through the CEO's attention. Whatever decision the COO makes must come first to the CEO for approval. You must avoid mistakes because ignorance is not an excuse, so every mistake is unforgivable.
Raymond was awestruck about how knowledgeable Ariane was about her position as the CEO's assistant, and he now understood why Dale disliked her. His boss was insecure of Ariane. Both Ariane and Raymond became comfortable to each other that they clicked at once. Raymond was in dilemma. His boss wanted him to spy on Ariane, but as he came to work with her, he was caught in a web. He was loyal to his boss, and he didn't want to ruin that trust. Raymond's thoughts were floating. He couldn't take off his eyes at Ariane. Looking at her, she was so beautiful and alluringly gorgeous, intelligent, and trusting. How could he ever betray someone like her?
Rainy came to them and said, "Can I have my girl now?" "Raymond, we have some work to do. Ariane is always here and you can approach her anytime." Rainy told Ariane to get all the documents they'll be needing, including her laptop, for we will be working in my home tonight.
Ariane became curious. "Why at the villa, Rain? We can do our work here in your office."
"Not at the villa, babe, but in my cottage. Our work is too confidential. Not even Dale must know about this. Not yet anyway. Let's talk about this once we're there."
"Okay then, I'll get everything we'll need."
Dale at the same time was confiding his dismay about his brother to Raymond. "I couldn't believe this. Rain and Ariane in a relationship? I don't like this, Ray."
Raymond was speechless, and all he can do was to listen. He cannot show how edgy he felt about his boss's rejection toward his brother's relationship with Ariane. Raymond thought that his boss has no right to interfere with his brother's affair, but he has no right to say such thing because he will only cross Dale. Dale's expression became severe and alarming. Raymond knew his master too well, and with that expression, he didn't like it. He didn't like it at all.
"I must think of some ways to break them apart. Any idea, Ray?"
"None, Master Dale. I'm sorry. Raymond wished Dale would not involve him in this evil plot Dale might have in mind. He's becoming uneasy and appalled by Dale's behavior."
How will Dale put into action his dirty plan in breaking Rain and Ariane apart? Will Raymond conform with Dale's plan? Part 40 follows.